Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us with Cooking with the Count. Tonight we're going to make a very delicious meatloaf. It's going to be stuffed with fresh basil, mozzarella, and all kinds of goodies. So with that, let's get started. Now remember one thing, when you're making this at home, you don't need all these dishes. I'm doing this, basically for the show. But at home, you can be using one bowl, throw it all in, mixing it up, taking it from there, rolling it like a jelly roll, and then putting it in your pan and putting it in the oven. So don't be intimidated by all of the dishes here. With that, let's get started. We have about 3 pounds of 80/20 hamburg. Now that is sirloin that I had the butcher chop up for me. I have 2 pounds of Italian sausage that was freshly ground. And I'm going to add our onions. That's about 1 medium-sized onion. I chopped it up, not too fine. We've got 3 cups of breadcrumb. We have a cup of parsley. That's a beautiful green color. We have a half a cup of Candle Jackson Chardonnay. We have a half a cup of V8 tomato juice. We have 3 well-beaten eggs. Now mind you, I still like the farm fresh if you can get them. They are so much better than store-bought eggs. Oh, we have 6 cloves of garlic. We have some fennel. Now, I did use the mort and pestle and broke it all up. We got about 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix this all up really nice. Now, I'm going to break it up a little bit with this, and then after I'm going in with the hands. I'm not going to play that game. Anyway, this makes a really, really, really good meatloaf that I think your family will really enjoy. So, let's get moving into this and get this all really mixed up nicely. I've got this pretty well mixed. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to dump this right on this silicone mat. Now, if you don't have one of these silicone mats, you can use parchment paper. Parchment paper would work just as well. But what we want to do is we're going to lay this out. We're going to spread it out, get it down fairly thin. Now, I'm going to be putting that into a 3-quart glass dish. You can put it into whatever you want, but remember, the bigger it is, the more cooking time you'll have to add. And please understand, there is sausage in this, so you're going to want to get it up to about 170 degrees on internal temperature. That's looking pretty good. I think that'll work. You can see all the parsley and the onions and all the herbs and spices. Now that's pretty. Remember one thing. There's 3 main ingredients that you ought to put into every meal that you cook. Fun, passion, and pride. Okay, as you can see, we've got this spread out very nicely. Now we're going to take some fresh basil, a trusty little funky scissors and put a healthy amount of basil all over this. If you love basil, this will be a great meal for you. If you don't like basil, well, you can just eliminate it and go right to the mozzarella or whatever. But I love the smell of basil. My whole family loves it, thank God. We have it planted in the herb garden. That's why I can use as much as I want, because we planted like 5 plants and those things are almost as tall as I am. So when you're at a big box store, pick up a couple plants. They grow real easy. They're very good for you. Your kids will get a kick out of if you say, hey, run out and grab me 10 leaves of basil. They'll never count 10. You'll always get 20. But you'll really appreciate it. Okay, now with that, let's take our fresh mozzarella and we're gonna put this all over it nicely, like this. Now the fun part. Let's see if I can spin this around. And here comes the jelly roll part. This is where the silicone is so nice. I have become a big advocate for silicone because it cleans up well. You don't have to worry about working it hard. There we go. And now, my dish. And here's the fun part. Ah. That is one monster. Meatloaf. And of course it's going to shrink up and all that other good stuff. But with that, it's going to be pretty. As you can see, I just pulled this out of the oven and it really does look scrumptious. Now I'm going to add a few more pieces of mozzarella on there, like so. We'll be right back. We're going to put this back in the oven for just a few minutes just to melt down that cheese. That's going to knock it out of the ballpark. Okay, we pulled it out of the oven. As you can see, the cheese has melted nicely down the sides. So with that, we're going to plate this up. The only thing that's missing, you can't smell it. But this is beautiful. Now remember, all our recipes are on our website at www.cookingwiththecount.com. Please like us on YouTube, like us on Facebook. We're on almost every type of media outlet that I can find. God bless you. Thank you for joining us with Cooking with the Count. And I'm sorry guys, but I can't wait. This looks incredible. That is a keeper. God bless. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night. Bon appetit.